Anyway, so we're going through items trying to equip it. If anybody's ever played Golden Sun, then they already know how the whole item system works with equipment and whatnot. And having limited amount of space, we're going to need to sell some of this stuff so we can get more stuff. Yada yada yada. Let's look at some cards. I think we got some new ones. Well-balanced warrior. No, Luke isn't new. Lo isn't new. Gong isn't new. I remember having Hans too. Have we seen the Ruin Knight? Monk with super attack. Cancel one enemy turn. There's Gong for you. And Ruin Knight. Fast moving knight. Attack from any range. Guess we'll go say hi to our newest member. Or not. We'll see. I think at this point in the game I could have gotten a card, but wasn't thinking straight. I also forgot that there was a run button. I'll take care of the enemy. If you leave me out of the group, you'll regret it. What's wrong? Do I look weird or something? I don't, do I? Sorry, Max. If you want to hear more, you'll have to wait a bit. No, I can get a card in the next chapter. Leave everything to me. I can fight and treat your wounds. I'll do all I can. You could do worse than to listen to what I have got to say, although, actually I don't really have much to say. Oh, you're wondering what I've got in my backpack. Very well, in that case, I'll tell you about that. I am a traveling monk. I have everything I could possibly need. First of all, I have this bedroll attachment. It's specially made with Pow Pig skin hiding. It's cool in summer and warm in winter. With this, I can sleep in comfort anywhere. Amazing backpack stories. That's exactly what we need to hear. What do you reckon? Pretty strong, huh? I won't lose to any young upsters. Hello, Max. Now seems like a good time to... It happened back when I led the band of warriors a long time ago. There was an enormous monster that struck fear into the hearts of all in ruin. It was a terror whale, a frightening whale-like beast that lived on land. Sorry, Max. Alright, we'll continue it later then. Or not. If people want to hear their stories, I could read them like at the end of the game, depending on who all gets killed by then. Because if a character dies, then they'll stop telling me their story, or something like that. I've heard that some characters can die and still tell you their stories. But I've noticed that if you let characters die, you don't get to hear their stories. Woof woof. Tell Grandpa Gord I'm behind you all the way, so fight hard. Here, take this. I got the card. Finally. Now that Queen and Balam won't be so hard to fight. Well-balanced warrior, increase ally attack. Luke does the opposite. He does increased ally defense. When you get Moloch, these cards come in really handy because, you know, you can build him any way that you want. But I mean, you're limited to four character cards, but it's still pretty nice. That's supposed to be Simone right there, or Shimone. I can't remember what her name is now. It looks like Simone. If you talk to her at the very beginning of the game, she'll say something about having a dream about people invading the village and fire and stuff or something like that. You're going to want to equip that rousing ring to max. If you decide to kill the bats in the next battle, then you might want to equip the ring to Han or one of the horsemen or horse lady. Another thing, the defense powder and power drink or whatever it's called that you saw me get, they're called defense and power, whatever. When you use them, you can either get a 1 or 2 boost in whatever attribute. Make sure that you save beforehand and then do it. That way you get exactly what you want. Okay, so that's all the time I have for this one. before I move on, how about a demonstration of what the power wine and defense potion does? So we choose the power wine. Yeah, we're gonna have to make room for it first. The character has to have the power wine before they can use it on themselves or on. I think they can use it on someone else. We'll see. Sorry about the cough. I think I'm losing my voice, or I might be sick, one of the two. Once they have the power wine or defense potion equipped, or any other stat boosting things, they can use them. And once that happens, you get randomly a number between the highest and lowest that it shows. Like for these, it's 1 and 2. We're going to want to get 2 on both of them. If we don't, then restart, do it again until you do. See, we got increased by 2. Now let's save and try the next one, just in case, you know. Yeah, I'm sure you know. I mean, you're you. You should know. Alright, we didn't even have to restart. We got them both. We'll be getting a lot more of those later on, so it's a good idea to, you know, use them. Now, I think you can only equip 2 rings. I'm not sure though. And you equip them by being on the equip part on a blank area and then choosing whatever you want. Like to choose a different sword or to equip a new ring. There, now I found the run button, so this should be going a bit faster from now on. So next we're going to have to deal with bats. That's the only new enemy that we had to worry about, but before the fight I'll be getting into what the big deal is about these bats. And these bats are a pain in the ass. It's like any other game that has bats. They're a pain. It's just how it works. For the most part though, they're not going to be a pain for me. Because, well, they're just not. I guess I get really lucky. But hey, that happens. Yeah, selling stuff out of the item box can be either faster or slower than usual. Depending. If you got a lot of stuff stacked up, then it works better in the box. But if you don't, then it takes longer because you have to click twice before you even get to start. The knights, you're going to want to have the horsemen, or the knights, whatever you want to call them, have both a javelin and a spear. I think they're called javelin and spear. You want them to have both a short and long range weapon, because the short range does more damage, and the long range, well, can hit more.